Design saves, ever heard that? Before Aaron Draplin spoke, I posed the theory that good design might actually save lives. One life to be specific. My cat Schmerv broke his leg.
Another anecdote, if you'll allow me. DDC hat, this is Schmerv. 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 We have a few tuxedo cats. This is Omar. See the resemblance? This is Blanket. Now, cats are little assholes. Not to us. They're great, they're furry, they're funny, they're friendly, but to all the little creatures elsewhere. Now, here's my cats. Here's 3 of my cats stalking a poor, helpless, defenseless little chipmunk under my backyard construction zone, just all day long. Here's another shot of a tail of a lizard that fell off. So the lizard can make his escape from the least athletic of our team. That would be Blanket. So all day long chasing stuff. So prior to this, we buy this house about a year ago, and none of our cats have ever been outside for these reasons. They're mini murder machines. Aside from killing stuff for sport, it's also dangerous for the cats. You let them out the front door, and sometimes they don't come home, and that's sad. So we buy this house, and they freak out. They're like, OMG, or whatever cats say. Like, so close to nature, must kill. And it was crazy. They've never been outdoors. They were scared of the outdoors. We move into this new place, and all of a sudden, like, inside was a prison camp. So immediately we're like, okay, we got to get a fence up. Got to get the fence up. We were worried. They always came home, but they'd be across the street in the creek, on the neighbor's porch, like fighting with the other cats, just acting like they ran the block. So we get this fence up as quick as we could, and we knew we'd keep 2 of them in, but not Schmerv. So we immediately keep scheming. Yeah. We come up with this African wildlife grade enclosure system. And everyone that comes to my house says, geez, what kind of beast you got in there? And I say, well, we just have a dumb-looking French bulldog and a couple well-dressed assassins. Look at that thing. Not that the dog's going to get out. So we get the 6-foot fence up. We're working on the no-climb netting. And one day, I come home, and Schmerv is on the back deck with a broken leg. So it's horrible. It's awful. And he's still cheery. He had to climb the 6-foot fence to get back in, but one of his limbs was there all floppy and useless. So we go to the emergency clinic. I like that picture too. We go to the emergency hospital and the pet trauma center, and they're like, this is bad. He's gonna lose the leg. Surgery and recovery might kill him. Infections, stress on the tiny heart, that stuff. And they said most people would have him put down. So this is terrible, right? I'm texting with my wife, the little cat is in the back, and I'm distraught. Baby Schmerv. On top of that, everything beyond the needle is gonna cost more than my car. So, we're panicking, and a lot of people have been coming out of the back, giving me updates, telling me he's sedated, showing me x-rays. And this one guy comes up front. And he's like Russian or Eastern European or something. And I don't know, and he starts talking to me about his pain level. And then he goes, hey, that's cool. And he points at my hat. And he's trying to make small talk or whatever. And I'm beside myself, and he goes, no, really, that's cool. Did you make that? And I'm all over the place. I put the phone down, and I'm like, no, I didn't. It's for my business, my company. It's the logo for the place I work. And in that heavy accent, he goes, that's rad. That should be on a t-shirt. And I unzip my hoodie and I say, it is. Again, because I'm that guy. And he's smiling all big, and I'm not. So he goes in the back, and then he comes back out again 10 minutes later. And I'm not thinking about that conversation. I'm just worried about Schmerv. And he goes, okay, Mr. Oakhurst, I have idea. I think he's gonna be okay. And then he disappears. He goes back in the back. I never see him again. I don't know what he does there. I never talk to him again. So then the doctor comes out, and she goes, okay, the bones that he broke, you saw them, are tiny. We were able to find a source for some human infant finger plates, metal plates for babies that have broken their fingers, which is a whole nother thing. But she's like, we're going to get some of those. We found a supplier, and we're going to attempt to repair. So they do. And they did. And now Schmerv has all 4 of his legs still. And here he's like, let me the fuck outside. So was it the logo? Was it the spirit of Aaron Draplin that gave this dude the idea to get these baby finger plates? I don't know. I don't know where that idea came from. Who's to say? They never tried it before. But Schmerv is better. And you're here. And now it's time to let the man talk. So please welcome, along with creating our logo, and the man who may or may not have saved my cat's leg, Mr. Aaron Draplin.